Hi guys, Jessica Beck here with IELTS Energy TV. In this episode, me and Lindsay are going to talk about the strategies you need to match headings to paragraphs. We will review that basic strategy, but also we will talk about how do you match headings when it is a section, right? Because it's not always matching a heading to a paragraph. Sometimes there are two paragraphs you have to match one heading to. So guys, we are going to get into all of the strategies and the tips for headings in the reading exam today. And guys, remember, you can find out what score you would get on your IELTS exam if you took it today. Go to allearsenglish.com/IELTS quiz. Remember, I have been teaching and training and examining for many years, guys, and I made all of the free resources you will get when you take this quiz. allearsenglish.com/IELTS quiz. This is an IELTS Energy podcast, episode 648, Hard Headings and IELTS Reading Tips.
You are listening to the IELTS Energy podcast from All Ears English. We believe in connection, not perfection, and we're here to show you how to get the score that you need on your next IELTS exam. Find out why our strategies are the most powerful in the IELTS world and get your free video masterclass at allearsenglish.com/INSIDER. Now, let's get to the show.
Today we talk about insider strategies for matching headings to paragraphs and sections, so you're prepared for a 9 on your IELTS reading test. Hey Lindsay, how's it going?
Hey, it's going pretty well, Jessica. I'm getting ready for a trip to Paris, so I'm so excited for that. And gonna just take a week off and relax a little bit, eat a lot of good French food, and all that good stuff.
Yes, so awesome. You know, it's funny. So we're both going away next week, and you're going to be experiencing like cuisine, you know, like amazing food. And James and I are going to be in like a little beach town, probably eating lots of hamburgers and like pizza and stuff.
But we'll all be happy. We'll be enjoying with our friends and family and just taking time off. So that is the key right there.
That is the key. I am so excited for a couple-day vacation on the coast. Yeah. And guys, I am sure you're going to get details from both Lindsay and I about how wonderful our holidays were. And guys, let's just stop for a second to encourage you listeners to take some time for yourself, right? Yeah. I know you guys are worried about your scores and you're studying hard, especially if you're in the 3 Keys course. You have that study plan with activities to do every day. But remember, there are breaks in the study plan. And I think a lot of students don't take them because they're so worried. Guys, you need to take breaks. You have to.
Definitely 100%. I mean, that's why the study plan works so well. You know, if it's a work day, if it's a study day, you study hard, but you study the right things. If it's a day off, you get to enjoy it, not feeling guilty because you know you've done the right things on the on days.
Exactly. Just having this study plan eliminates so much stress from your lives that you can enjoy your days off. So yeah, definitely guys, go to allearsenglish.com/basic for the 3 Keys system, or go to allearsenglish.com/coach. And that is the system plus classes with me on Skype.
Yeah. And guys, don't forget, we have this webinar coming up. It's a web class coming up December 11th and 12th, right, Jessica? So that is like next week. And you guys don't miss it. So go to allearsenglish.com/score to sign up. But what are we going to be talking about over there in that web class?
Yeah, guys, this is going to be so useful. We have a holiday present for you with this web class, you guys. Speaking part 2 is the toughest. It is the hardest part of the speaking exam. And if you lose it in speaking part 2, it's really hard to get back on track for speaking part 3. So this middle part of the test is so important for your score, guys. So we are going to talk about where students go wrong all the time on the speaking exam and give you 4 secrets. What is the examiner looking for? What does the examiner need from you to be happy with your speaking part 2 answer? So go to allearsenglish.com/score
score. You need to come live.
You need to come live. That is the only place to see it, right, guys? And you need to come live because that's where the energy is. That's where the learning happens. And that's where you also get some amazing bonuses and amazing offers that you don't see after that live time, guys. So come live, go to allearsenglish.com/score and sign up now.
Exactly. And we will see you there. We're excited. I love the holiday season. It just, it bleeds into, note from the last episode.
Good one.
It bleeds into all parts of my life. Okay. Lindsay, we're talking about reading today.
We are talking about reading. So reading is one of the places where, we've talked about this in the last couple of episodes, where when we choose someone to help us with IELTS, reading strategies are the most important thing because of time management.
Exactly. And guys, you have heard so many students on the podcast and recently as well who have gotten high reading scores. I mean, Valerie got, a 6.5 or 7? I think she got a 7 on reading. And that was her first time taking the exam.
Wow.
So guys, you need these strategies. 3 Keys has helped so many students get 9s.
There have been a lot of 9s. I feel like I see a lot of 9s for students in 3 Keys on reading. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, so awesome. So we had a good question from a 3 Keys student about reading and specifically matching headings to paragraphs. In the last couple weeks, guys, we did another episode about the differences between matching headings and finding information in paragraphs. So come back to the blog, guys, IELTS.allearsenglish.com. This is episode 648. I will link to that other episode because it's super useful. Hello, lovely listeners. Remember to grab your spot for December web classes all about speaking part 2. You need to know these secrets before your next exam. Sign up now and grab your spot, then come live. Put it in your calendar, guys. Go to allearsenglish.com/score and sign up today.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and read the question and then we're going to answer it for all of our listeners. And we've already answered this, of course, in our Facebook group for our student. But okay, here we go. So I was doing one of your practice tests. And so in the reading section, the no-brainer matching headings question type disrupted my calmness. Okay, what should I do when a section in the passage has 2 paragraphs? Just focus on the first one for the matching or take into account both of them? Good question, Jessica.
Yeah, that's a good question. So I do want to point out the beginning where he says that matching headings are a no-brainer question type. Because again, if you have the right strategies, matching headings will be the fastest question on the reading exam. So, but this is quite a detailed question about this type. So, I mean, usually matching headings to paragraphs, it just has one possible answer for each paragraph, right? Like you match a heading to one paragraph and each section is just one paragraph. But that's not all the time. They're not always paragraphs. Sometimes they're sections so that match headings to the sections. So for example, you'll see the passage and you'll see a letter A. And it'll have 2 paragraphs and then letter B, 2 paragraphs after that. So you're not matching it to a paragraph, but rather a section. So in this case, we still want to stick to the strategies. We know that headings are main ideas and therefore they should be in the beginning or end of the paragraph and the section. So just look at the beginning of the paragraph of the first one, try and match the heading. And if you can't, then look at the end of the second paragraph, try and match it to a heading. And if you can't, then you skip it.
Okay, that's good to know. So it's good to know that the strategies that you learn in the course, guys, they do hold up regardless of what kind of questions, right? Any variations or something you're not used to seeing, the strategies are still going to hold up.
Exactly, guys. It's the same question types on IELTS week in and week out. So your job is to know what those question types are and which ones are in order and not in order, right? So that's exactly the way they're divided in our course. You learn about the ones that are in order because those are easier, obviously, and then the ones that are not in order. So any matching question, you guys, matching people to opinions, matching place names to statements, matching headings, those ones are never in order. So you need to know that because you might have to take some extra time, not on the headings because those are fast, but on like matching people to opinions, right? You might have to take a little bit of extra time there. So knowing this going into the test is necessary in order to control your time. It's all about time.
Yeah, these are aspects of the test that are very, you want to learn these in a step-by-step way, right? So that these things you already know about the test when you're walking into test day, right? The sections of the test, what to expect, what comes next, what to be ready for, so that you can focus on learning those strategies. It's amazing when you know kind of the lay of the land, as they say, right?
Totally.
You prepare that beforehand so you have your space in your mind to actually attack the test. Love that.
Exactly. And just one last reading tip today, guys. And this goes out to everybody, 3 key students, non-3 key students. As soon as you guys finish learning the strategy, so for 3 key students, as soon as you finish the reading module, you've learned the strategies for every different type of question, you need to start applying them to test practice immediately. All right. And it says this in our study plan. But some students don't start practicing for the test until after they've done everything, right? I don't recommend doing that, guys. As soon as you finish learning all the strategies, you need to apply them to test practice right away, right?
That's good to know.
So on Monday, do reading passage 1. On Wednesday, do reading passage 2. You can have like one practice test and sort of spread it out throughout the week. But in order to have these feel natural on test day, so you do get that 9, just like our other 3 key students, you have to know how to do them on the test in a way that is like automatic. It's like a habit by that point.
Yeah, because if we do it the other way, we're going to, we do the listening module first, then we do reading, and then we're going to drop everything with reading. We're going to move to writing, and then we'll forget what we learned, and we won't have that extra time to practice it, right? So instead, we continue practicing the reading as we move into the writing module and the speaking module.
Exactly, guys. So as soon as you finish studying the strategies for any of the test sections, you need to do test practice for that, like right away.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. Good to know. All right. Excellent. Well, this has been a good question. And I love the fact that we were able to get back to this student because he's in the course. He got an answer right away. And guys, this is what you get when you're in 3 keys. You get to come into our private Facebook group, ask these questions anytime you want, and get an immediate answer. So you don't have to wait.
That is a benefit that does not apply to any other online course. Or classroom course at all. But guys, don't forget to come to our webinar December 11th and 12th. Go to allearsenglish.com/score. Nail that speaking part 2. Put it in your calendars.
All right. We'll see you guys on the webinar. Take care, Jessica.
Web class.
All right. Web class.
All right, Lindsay. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much for listening to the IELTS Energy Podcast from All Ears English. And if you want to get tips from Lindsay and Jessica every week on how to get a 7 on your next IELTS exam, be sure to subscribe to our podcast on your computer or on your smartphone. Thanks again and see you soon.